Okie dokie, welcome back to another episode of Chops de Jour and Season 2. Today I have with me long-term livestock agent and auctioneer and self-publishing author, Tom Penner.
Andrew, how you doing?
Not too bad. How do you go with hot sauces, Tom?
No idea, man. I'll tell you in half an hour.
Well, you are in for a treat because these chops are supplied by Coolawang Border Leicesters, the James family down there at the southeast. Trevor, Judy, Lockie and Olivia do a great job with these Border Leicesters. So I think it's time we just got stuck in.
We've got wasps here. I said killed one, so it must be pretty potent gear. This one here is apricot brainstorm.
Fantastic.
What do? You just chomp into it?
Just chomp in. Eat as much as you can.
Yeah, okay. It's got a bit of zip about it, man. Off the first one through the covers has got a bit of life on it. Wow. And you reckon they get hotter?
That's a good chop though.
No, beautiful chop.
So Tom, tell me about how many books you've written and the variety of the books you've written.
Self-published 11 books. The first 6 were little 100-page jobs, snippets from being stock agent, roaming around. And then I progressed to a 5-series book, well, 5 books in the series, a crime action novel, based around rural Australia. So yeah, all self-published. They're on Amazon, and I think a good story.
Nice. Tell me about the series.
The basis is a forgotten railway town and a cattle station 400 k's east of there. Now the main character, one of the characters, goes to Hawaii, get out you mongrel, and with a chance meeting with an American Vietnam vet and a Manhattan billionaire. This vet is obsessed with the idea that America organised crime pendulum's gone too far. He wants to affect vigilante justice, and the billionaire is going to fund it, so it's a rich man's justice. So they hatch this scheme where they invest $50 million into Australia, agriculture and tourism, and with this station owner, they're going to bring their American hit team, these 4 young blokes, come to Australia and shoot 4 bad bastards for practice.
Fantastic. Well, talking about bad bastards, let's try this next one.
All right. This here is a fella pear, is that it?
Yeah, I think it is. Falatar?
Yeah, falatar. Man, it just looks hot. Bit of tingle, bit of stay in the mow for later, but yeah, there's just a nice little zip with that. Yeah, good.
So tell me about where this storytelling began and what's your favourite yarn from one of your books?
My people had a sheep station over on the west coast, inland from Elliston, too far from school. So when it came time for me to go to school, I was sent off to live with 2 spinster aunties and a grandma. Had their own farm, little place called Mount Hope, and they were great storytellers. And I had a lot to do. That's got a bit of zip about it. and a lot of my childhood was spent back on the farm with them, holiday.
Yeah.
And yeah, they were storytellers, and I guess that was an influence. They were writers and painters and creative people.
Nice. And what's your favourite yarn from one of your books?
Yeah, one of the themes in the book is the song Leaving on a Jet Plane. John Denver wrote it, but how it came about, I went to a bull sale at Medingy outside of Broken Hill. Me and 4 mates, we went up there, and the next morning we knocked on the door of the Poon Kerry pub, 10 o'clock in the morning. The old mate let us into it. So by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you can imagine the mood we were in. And the driver, he was sober, but he had to comply with our wishes. So we drove 60 k's an hour from Poon Kerry to Wentworth, and we played this cassette by Inklebert Humperdinck. I'm leaving on a jet plane, and man, we sang it with gusto. Play it again, and 4 blokes blind just punching this song out. It was the most relieving tension. Yeah, and all through my story, there's this theme. Out on the station, on their water runs, on their way home, they have a couple of beers, they sing Leaving on a Jet Plane. In the little railway town, 6 o'clock every Friday night, everybody stops and they all sing Leaving on a Jet Plane. So
there you go.
The theme all the way through the story.
You started it. Let's keep it going all the way through with this selection. What's this one?
This is a Pain in the Hole. A black fire, a black fire, pain in a hole.
That's going to have a strong aftertaste.
Oh, now it is. Now it's waving in. Oh, that's like rolling in, man, rolling in.
On to auctioneering now. Being a livestock agent many years.
Yep.
Tell me about some of the things you've sold and what is probably the most unique thing you've sold.
All right.
Like different.
Well, I'm 50 years since I did my first auction, and I reckon that time I must have conducted 800-900 auctions, would add to it.
Wow.
The dearest, or the most, in the 80s there was a lot of international hype. That's starting to work on me, man, you know? Oh, hang in there.
We're halfway through.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, a lot of hype for international demand for merinos, and I was lucky to be the auctioneer that stood on the rail and sold the first, and it broke a world record, $102,000.
What year was that?
Oh, about 85, 86, somewhere there. And then the following year, stood on the rail at Adelaide Ram Sale and broke the record again, 215,000, which has since been broken. Tony Weatherall, I don't want to touch my eyes with that.
No, don't.
No, don't do that.
No, don't touch your eyes.
And Tony broke it the following year, 450,000. And I think there's a Texel in England that's broken that since. But flip side of that, 215. At the Strathmarket one day, I sold a box of ducks for 20 cents. There you go, man. There you go. From a bird of prey to a powder puff.
Well, I tell you what, this one's not a powder puff.
Whoa. It is Reaper. Garlic Reaper sauce. You say I wouldn't feed it to a brown dog. Well, I got a brown dog in there. I don't think I'll feed it this though. I can tell you I did this, I used to do this a bit with Tony Motter, the footballer, at his place. And he'd put condiments on chops like this, but not hot stuff like this. Sensible stuff.
Oh, Godra.
Oh, Michael said he nearly had to tap out.
And he did well to stay in. Well, that's stinging now.
Yeah.
So, back onto the books. If you had to recommend a book for me to read, what one and why?
I'm going to write a book. Don't go anywhere near pain in the hole, Reaper sauce. And we got a hot one to come the bomb. No, for you would be Dingo Lingo, Andrew.
Dingo Lingo.
Yeah, it's a Aussie dictionary, stock agent's dictionary. Good for marriages. Blake told me he used to sit up in bed, he'd read it and his wife would giggle. So you're newlywed?
Yeah.
Far out. There's not a wasp to be seen. They've got the message out of this. Far out. Oh, man. Oh. The bomb. Something about insanity on the bottom there. Kill COVID. Kill every disease known to man.
Oh, man. What do you find the best thing about being a livestock agent?
It's a lifestyle, I think. I got into it straight out of school and went through all the branches, had a great time as, you know, in the branches. If you played sport, drank, smoked, swore, but you were really nice when, you know, Granny came into the office and you became a part of people's families and still do. You know, I go back, talk to people that, and even the other day I met a young bloke. This is what time does. I said, I know your father. Actually, I knew your grandfather, and when I thought about it, I knew his great-grandfather. So there's, it's a people's thing. Yeah, it is, very much so.
Yeah, I guess. It's those relationships.
Here's the answer to your earlier question. Can you handle the hot? Don't know if I can.
Well, let's put you out of your misery.
I like a good curry, but man, this is far out. Widowmaker, that's all we need. A widowmaker. Hey? I'm in a fair bit of discomfort here.
Cheers.
Here's cheers, Andrew.
Cheers.
Thanks for nothing, really. Thanks for the pain. What do they call that? Pain in the hole. Oh, I've got to psych up.
Well, look, congratulations. You have successfully completed Shops du Jour, Season 2, Episode 1.
Well, I don't know if that's an achievement, but man, Far out.
So what's Tom Penner got in store for the future? Are you working on any books at the moment?
No, I'm still working. And when you write, you need to be in the moment. You need to live it. And I haven't written now for about 4 or 5 years. I took a bit of time off to binge write those. But yeah, because I'm closer to retirement than starting, obviously, when I give it away, I'll get back into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you've done an almighty effort.
Far out.
Anyway, guys, thank you, Tom, and thanks for watching.
Yeah.
And if you're interested, contact me and we'll get another episode going. Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh.